Приветствую вас на стриме, и у нас уже пришли за технические работы награды где-то 600 примагемов. Вот. И также у нас наконец-то появился регион Сумера. У нас доступно мероприятие в скале, где мы можем получить бесплатно. В-третьих, также вещи для ее прокачки. Ну и, как вы все любите, это примагии. Тестовый забег у нас доступен. Квест с ним. Также основной сюжетный квест Сумера, а также небольшой ивент. Ну, это не то, что ивент, а то, что нас ознакомливает, то, что появится босс. Я предлагаю пойти в тестовый забег, потому что это самое интересное. Вот. Ну вот, у нас такой вот мальчик с ушками, как мы все любим. Вот. Давайте посмотрим артефакты сразу же. И оружие. Оружие. Его лук, он накрытый. Да, бонус, короче, к разным видам элементального урона. Из артефактных ансамблей. Хотя я думал, что я увижу артефакты на дендро. СЗ никаких нам не дают. Но можем заранее присмотреть. Увеличить шанс крита на 15. Был бонус дендро урона и так далее. То есть интересно на самом деле. Таланты все по 8 дают. Знаем пачки колеи.
One with the fart.
You're in for a little shock.
I hear everything.
I must leave.
Just like we rehearsed!
Come a little close.
Enshroud. I'll uproot you. Can't see.
You're in for a little shock. Surrender and I'll be gentle.
I hear everything.
Но я могу только сейчас сказать одно, то что очень хорошо раскрыли селектор персонажа с помощью тендера, потому что урон, по крайней мере, у Лизы шел намного лучше. Потому что обычно Лизу сюда суют то же самое, ничего примечательного нет в ней. Также сделаем тогда тестовый забег за деда, но там особо смотреть-то и нечего у него. Вот. Хотя, может быть, что-то поменяли. И за колею сделаем забег. Но колея, короче, бафает все свои ешки. Главное переключиться раньше того, как долетит бумеранг. Такую себе пачку сейчас и запихнули нам на деда. Ну, тут должны показать то, что у деда очень сильный. Он молодец, короче.
This moment will be frozen. This is order. Freeze.
You're in for a little shock.
Можно хотеть повод, кстати, прокачать Лизу ради дендро-реакции. Мне понравилось. Я очень хочу райзинг. Вот. Пока не знаю. Ну, а теперь я точно сейчас буду хоть она будет в стандарте, то все равно до шанса будет маленький шанс выпадения. Так что почему бы его выпить не сейчас?
Try not to enjoy this too much. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Давайте посмотрим на нашу девочку Калея. Так. Что они предлагают нам по артефакту? Вот такой вот лук. И вот новый сет. Вот новый сет, это интересно. Увеличив бонус к дендру урон на 15%, попадание металлаком или взрыв стихии снижает дендро урон сопротивления на 30%.
Let's dance. You're in for a little shock.
Nice and spicy.
То есть мы по логике делаем вот так вот, берем Лизу и типа мы должны вот так
You're in for a little
делать, как я
shock.
понимаю, чтобы реакция срабатывала.
Booba, get them. Ah, just like we rehearsed. Come on, we can do it.
Let's spark things up a little.
Nice and spicy. You're toast. Try this on for some. After frying pan, into the fire.
Come a little closer.
Ну, насчет не вижу ничего такого, как обещали в трейлере, то, что должна поменяться растительность при реакции с дендром. Может, что-то не так делал, как Варик.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom.
Пропустим, мы это уже 10-й раз видели в ППшнике. Интересно, ППшника вообще переделали? Странно. А, теперь сохранять все, что делать до обновления. Нифига себе. Найс. Ну, это все то же самое. Ну что могли надеяться здесь? Ага. Так, извиняюсь, кнопочки перепутались. Подземелье. Так, давайте покрутим, может, тогда. Скип. Я очень сомневаюсь, что он не выпадет, конечно. Ну да, на что мы надеялись вообще. Конечно же, он не выпадет. Так, у меня ежедневки, тогда давайте пойдем по ежедневкам и уже тогда перейдем к вот этому вот региону, который у нас появился. Ни хрена себе, какой он здоровый. Вот, там же еще вроде бы доп. Локации еще подземные, вроде как будут. Так что, интересно. Надеюсь, это будет быстро на самом деле.
Next on the agenda.
Ну, вот это, по крайней мере, очень быстро завершается. С этим не должно быть проблем.
No touching.
Готово? Да, кое-кто тонет, скорее всего, сейчас. Ну нет, повезло. Мгм. Ну, здесь мне опять его еще одни очередные ключи искать.
Solidify!
Блин, как я замучилась. Лучше было бы просто прийти, убить и уйти, и забыть про него. А то еще идти к нему, разговаривать с ним. Почему именно такие ежедневки? Могли бы позже сделать. Они слишком муторные. И тратить твое время. Пустое. Вообще, мне, кстати, должна была поддержка ответить. Интересный факт. Но пока, знаете, никакого ответа такого не получила. Они сказали спасибо и все как бы. Я просто один баг слил, потому что там был баг лодка жесткий. Мне интересно, вообще пофиксили они баг, когда ты апаешь 60 уровень мира, то что ты не можешь забирать награду Катарины. Так как типа ты можешь забрать, но пишется, что у вас переполнен этот полоска с опытом, и вы типа не можете забрать эти 20 жалких примагемов. А также многие говорят, то, что когда ты квесты выполняешь, они не засчитываются, что тоже переполнение идет. Вот непонятно. У меня, конечно, не 60, но уже близко, 58, мне уже это как бы волнует заранее.
Into the wind! Time to go.
Access denied.
Ну и последнее получается. Да, насчет цензуры. Да, как бы все видно. Хоть они и говорили то, что нельзя так, что при полетах и так далее не будут всякие непричинные места видно, но что я не особо заметила вообще каких-либо изменений в этом плане.
And go. Yeah. Huh?
As one with wind and cloud.
Так, отправляемся в Манштадт. Я хочу еще посмотреть продукты, закупить, чем заготовить там. Сегодня, так как сегодня уже новое обновление. Но, по-моему, сегодня не понедельник, сегодня пятница. Хотя, ладно, потом это сделаю.
Add Astro.
Спешить некуда.
Thank you for completing.
Не, наверное, так пойдем. Почему сзади телепорт не активирован? Нет, или это новый телепорт? Я наверху. Наверное. Дайте.
Wind strider.
Не, показывается, что не жило. Либо я слепой, либо я слепой. Вот.
Follow the wind.
Телепорт.
One with nature.
О, феечка. Нифига себе. Фауна тут, кстати, красивая очень. Вот, даже гриб какой-то танцует. Попугай. Привет. Или ты не попугай?
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Манидендра. Тут не важно быть дендра. Да, быть реакция, что реагирует. Понял. Теперь все понятно вроде как, вроде как и нет. Это скорее всего как в Инадзуме было уже, да? Надеюсь. Статуя. Какая же она интересная. О, грибы убежали. А почему прервалась? Давайте возьмем в отряд. А где он?
Just what will become of...
Это все? Это все, что нам показали? Да, ну спасибо. Нет, я не буду за путешествие за тебя бегать. Вот не хочу, не буду.
It's time to pull the trick.
Чтобы мы еще одну чивку пропустили. Круточка. У нас прям на круточку хватает. Ну, что мы хотели? Опять ничего. Не, кстати, эти не куплены. Побочки. Ну, да, мне сегодня не везет прям совсем, я смотрю. Так, давайте сразу же будем отмечать. У меня вот тут высвечивается. Причем их, я вам скажу больше, их у меня 2. Даже не факт, что я их прямо вообще не беру.
Now that we made it to Sumero, our next objective should be to head to Sumero City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity. But even so, people call Sumero the Nation of Wisdom, you know. But
Знаете, размер внешне это не показатель того, что она не могла это
maybe we
сделать.
can climb up even if we can't see exactly where the city is. At least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have... Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
Они что-то какие-то злобные тут.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Well, even so, she might be hiding some. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else. Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us. Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a... Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something. But, look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could... What should we do now? Do we try asking her for... It looks like she's meditating or something. If we bump... Oh! What a lovely smell! It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but... Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel...
Ну да, нанюхались. Видать, из грибов был.
What's happening?
Либо не знаю. Где мы? О, это дерево, как в Elden Ring, по-любому. Это мох? И что это такое? Ну, выглядит мягко. Что-то такое себе деревце.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at...
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest ranger. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's, before I forget,
Коля
Master
миленькая, по
mentioned you
крайней
should
мере,
take
тут.
more medicine once you wake up.
Повод выпить ее.
Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must...
Sorry.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies
Угу. Понял. Грибы, понятно, грибы. Это все грибы.
So, how are you doing? Feeling...
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, it is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain... In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on... Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Ну, да, как обычно.
Wait, hold on a second.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly... The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to... For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you... Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? With
Ну,
just around
пока
Paimon
ничего такого
knows we're set
сверхъестественного
on
нету
meeting
и
Lesser Lord
интересного, как
Kusanali
обычно.
as soon as possible, but,
Я думаю, что-то интересное
are
скажешь.
you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here. What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon, if he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't... Oh, Paimon gets it. Well, that settles it then. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should... Good idea.
О, сейчас начнется бесконечный разговор. Мы по делу.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find
Ага.
Chloe.
Лазим по дому, окей.
All right, next let's see. Right hand. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may...
But I have a vision too!
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need... Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, with...
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning this...
Tainari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading in...
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exact Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that...
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of
Ну,
tasks,
короче,
like checking the condition of outlying
обзорно, как
roads,
понимаю,
maintaining
занимается
forest
лесом,
as for Master,
очищением леса.
well,
Такой
today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we
Интересно.
make our way to the statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual. Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
А где Кале этим
This
с нами не
lamp seems to
будет?
be getting a little wobbly.
Ладно.
Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good.
Все обычно добавляли, как персонаж рядом с нами ходит.
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard. By the way, Kale.
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudavata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukudavata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudavata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the nuke to celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity. The sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then...
Huh? You're not too sure?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to... Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say there's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider.
Ну да, скорее всего, она здесь появилась по сюжету Кале, типа, она же сначала пришла в Mondstadt, а потом, скорее всего, отправила в Сумеру.
Sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just...
Sorry. I was...
It's alright, Kale. Knowing so...
Потому что, типа, она же из манги Кале.
After I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by... In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you.
So that's how you knew.
Yep. So please know that you two have my... I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't...
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even...
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy.
Лезем наверх опять. Нет, ну что ж такое? Кстати, можно тогда забрать эти для прокачки
Now
статуи.
that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukudavata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will flaunt. Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Так, интересно, где вот эти штуки с накладом? По крайней мере, рядом я их не вижу. Так. Ну ладно. Потом соберем. где же ты, колея, ё-моё. Ниже, ты куда ниже, колея? Тут свалить-то умеет. Все, вижу тебя.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
О, пипа.
What? No, you dropped it on. Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, Paimon. Those pitas are amazing! Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able.
You really know
Пайман
how to
опять думает
compliment the
только
chef,
видео.
Paimon.
Только это можешь, Пайман.
Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe some.
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard.
Oh!
Kale, the Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, but Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. I know, right? They've always... Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia. But he... In fact, Master's the one who taught me...
Really? Paimon would have never. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling.
Why, oh, what? Hey! Don't laugh! Hey! Now even Kali started to laugh.
Блин, Пайман вредный белый зефир. Я не знаю, как его писать.
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale.
No, I just...
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have Oh, well, it's getting late now.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry?
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back.
Oh, Kale?
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have.
Почему в 8 утра? Можно и попозже, извините. О, пирамидка. Самое интересное место.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh,
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness... Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care... I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now.
so, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale, but she insisted. Saying you two
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with...
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with it.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the
Не, я
afflicted may
думаю, что у
only
нее
feel
типа
mild
болезнь,
numbness on the affected
которая
area of the
ей
skin.
этот
However, as the disease
снежная, она типа
progresses,
сбежала
one may
или
begin
все ж
feeling
итога нет.
fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become complete.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization.
Ну вот, да,
The
расскажи.
Fatui?
Ah,
Вот расскажи.
it appears you're already familiar with them. That'll save me. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely... However, Kale's days with the Fatui were... Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful. But her experience with the Fatui has left...
Paimon had...
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wants...
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her...
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led... Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's
Yeah, we'd like...
All right. But I must warn you two.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant...
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going?
Так, ну нам нужно отправляться сюда. Действительно. О,
Lunar
да,
lotus can be
это
found all over the
выполним ещё.
rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumero have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never flowers with Tainari.
Я думаю, завершим основную сюжетку, вот. А потом продолжим в другой раз.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. If you could manage to gather, we'll rendezvous here.
Нам нужно активировать телепорт вот тут. Так, сам отметочек, что вот тут есть эти штучки.
With the wind.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Там сундук, я хочу забрать сундук, это более интересно. Нифига себе, кошка-девка.
This is long overdue.
Oh, what a cute treasure coffin. Phew. Go.
Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you...
Let me take a look. Good, very good. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name!
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow...
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a...
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the...
Wait, Tainari! Why don't you let us...
You two have only just arrived in Summeru. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Summeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. As Amir said, only...
That's right. If any of the forest, only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision.
It seems the rumors about you are... We typically only teach... Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area! Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of the...
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Thank you. But I must warn you. Don't, even with elemental power... You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Нам, скорее всего, главный герой нужен.
Just what will become...
А, скорее всего, вот эта штука. А, не, наверное, скорее всего, сюда. Или как? Или... А,
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor. Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes, thanks to you two.
Tainari? You make it sound like we...
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that, if that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to...
Huh? Well, why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being... No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumero for millennia. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of... I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul. spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge. And the Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until. Alright, that's enough on this topic.
Сейчас я возьму водяного персонажа.
Who's our target?
Давайте тогда телепорты потеряем. Кстати, хватает? Хватает. Соберем. Ну, сейчас вот пройдем. И тогда посмотрим, будем еще это проходить или нет. Это стрим очень надолго растянулся, уже час идет.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering Zone Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were.
Oh, her?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh?
Yes, she must have just.
What? You mean she's been sitting—
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse. But I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like this.
Wait, you want us to bring her?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a— But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly and if I may ask, when I was telling you that's correct, those weren't hallucinations at all. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for my forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eye, when you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask
That sounds nice and all.
That was because when you ran in. Please, wait here. Here, take these. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to. No,
Darsha should still be
Все,
in the
давайте на этом
cave.
закончим, по
Let's
крайней
go
мере,
inside
вот.
and see how she's
А
doing.
продолжим уже потом в следующем стриме это проходить, так как это новая лавка будет. Вот мне бы вот с этой бы честно разобраться. Вот.